Hello friends, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here to share this finished little Cracker Jack box journal. We worked on the cover kind of together yesterday, and then I just kind of went to town and finished it. I don't know what happened. It was so fun. I just kept working on it. So if you remember, this is the front cover. I did a little eyelets for the closure. There's one here and one in the front, and this was some vintage like ribbon or trim that I had in my stash, and I used that for the ribbon closure or tie closure. I did get 3 signatures in here, so you can see that here, and here's the back. So let me open it up and I'll show you how chunky it is. So cute. So adorable, right? And I was using that red, white, and blue scrapbook paper I had, which matched perfectly with this. So I felt very lucky that I had that on hand. You know, I've had it for a while, and now I got to use almost every bit of it. I have 3 pieces left and only 3 or 4 tiny scraps. I tried to use all the scraps, like I made these little journaling kind of spots or whatever here with some of the pieces that were left. Put a little, you know, decoration on the spine, made some flowers. I even put a little pocket in here and some ephemera, you know, a little flashcard there. And this one also, same thing, a little pocket. This is a game piece there, so you can write on the back or use it somewhere as a side tuck or something, whatever floats your boat, right? So those are cute. So let's just do a quick flip through. We talked about putting a library pocket here, and I did get those out and try one, but it was too wide. I think it was okay this way, but it would have covered the whole inside cover. Plus it was too wide anyway. So I just made this little pocket here, and some of the papers that I use for pockets and tuck spots, I use these papers here, you know, these scrapbook papers, but some of them I doubled up, like this one I doubled up so that it was thicker and made a stronger pocket, you know. So I just felt like I wanted to do that. So, and then I decorated with some of the scrapbook paper. I made little flowers, like here's big flowers and little flowers, and here's some little flowers that I used for some light decorating, but there's still plenty of room for someone to get this and do whatever decorating they want to do. So here's the front, you know, cover and pocket. And then this is a little flashcard. Everything in here is kind of pretty small, so it's a small journal. And it's actually 2 3/4? I have my ruler right here so I could tell you. 2 3/4 by almost 6 inches long. So pretty small, not so long-wise, but width-wise, but so cute, right? I mean, and there's a lot of pages in here. I think it was through, I have the amount of pages in my listing. It's already in my Etsy. So on this, it was a flashcard. I have this set of flashcards, and they're old. And it came with actually some blank flashcards too. Like, I guess you could make your own. So I just sewed one of the blank ones on the back of this one so that I would have writing room on the back. And this little tab is made from this paper that I'm using here. So I won't say scrapbook paper every time. Whenever you see this red, white, and blue paper, that's the scrapbook paper. And also the craft colored cardstock that you see here, that came with this. So that's scrapbook paper too. That came with that kit or a pad. It wasn't actually a pad, it was separate sheets in like a kit. And then I actually, I guess I don't like white because I seem to always dye the back of whenever I have white backs, you know, on single-sided scrapbook paper. So this paper I dyed coffee. I coffee dyed it, so it's got coffee dyed on the back. So as you can see here, we start with several different pages here. This is a little file folder and a little flashcard here, a vintage flashcard. Those are in the side tuck here. See the little flowers I decorated. There's little flowers here. I guess you probably saw those, but yeah. And a little pocket here with more little flowers. And this is just some ephemera that I've had in my stash. If you saw my recent videos where I was kind of like reorganizing some of my ephemera, I didn't even realize how much I had. I just kind of keep making it, you know, and adding to my little baskets and things. And then when I reorganized, I said, oh my God, I've got to use some of this. So I put some of the little pieces in here. And here's a little bookmark. So cute. And this is a tiny Rolodex card that Maria sent me. It's used, so cute. It's vintage and browned and blank on the back. So that would be fun to do something with, I think. Make a little pocket or use it as a journaling spot. I did put some vintage music paper in here and some vintage atlas pages. Here is a flip up, flip down, decorated with a flower right there. And then we'll just keep flipping. This is some old paper, lined paper that I had that I just liked. I like the lines and I like the little squares over here. And that's been coffee dyed. I used some of this like mini rickrack in on one page in each signature. So here's this signature's rickrack. And on the back here, another flip up. Or is that another one or is that the first one? Anyway, flip up, decorated with some of those flowers. And a pocket behind, a little mini postcard that I made, and I made some of these from my original. I love this one so much, the San Francisco, the colors and everything here, that I copied it and made some of my own little mini postcards. I shrunk it down and put some paper on the back for writing, so it had a nice back there. This is just some of my ephemera that I had, little bee tag, so cute. So we'll just keep flipping. I used my cutoffs so I wouldn't have any scraps. So there's some little pages in here, a variety of sizes, you know, like this. So here's another flip with some of those flowers and some pieces to write on and do whatever you want. Some tags right there. Lined, and we'll just keep flipping. Lots of room, as you can see, for writing. Or whatever you want to stick in here, you know. That's a flip out. You can add some mementos, some little Instax photos or whatever little photos you might want to add. Little tag here. I've got a little Tim Holtz guy on that one in this pocket. Little flowers right there. And this is the first signature. So on to the second signature. And side tuck here with just a little decorated journaling card, you could say, decorated with some flowers. And I actually have some ephemera in my stash that I've made. I haven't been using. This one says field notes on it. It was, I think I made this one from, I either copied it or printed it out from the online, or I have the original and I copied it. So it's really cool because it says field notes up here, and then it has all this room to write little squares and things. So cool. I love stuff like that. So that is in this pocket. Very vintage looking. And oh, we have an empty pocket. Well, let's take something. Let's put this in here. See, these are a little bit too wide, so I'm going to just stick these in here. These are a little bit too wide, but we'll stick this in here for now. I'll look for something else maybe to put in there later. So some more little variety of sizes there. Another flip up, flip down. I have one in each signature. And we'll keep flipping here. This is the atlas. This is another little, well, this is a belly band, and then there's a little file folder here that I just kind of slipped over that. That can be used as anything, writing or whatever anybody wants to use it for. There's a flip up here, decorated. And then this is another piece of ephemera that I made from a timesheet. Now this one, I believe I have the original, yes. This is from the stuff that my son brought me from a crawl space under a house. And it was all electrical stuff. I know because it says Southern Electric, and that was the company. And it says Charlotte, North Carolina there. So, and this is how it was. It was torn like that. So I made it just like the original with the tear and everything. And it was yellow. And then I did coffee dye the back. So I think those turned out really cool and just very neat. Little piece of history there from someone's house. And I still have the original, so I can make more copies of that. I just, you know, I don't get stuff like that all the time. So I didn't want to, you know, use up the original. So I'd like to make copies of stuff like that. Here's another flip up decorated with flowers. And this is an original This is a jewelry receipt from, I think it had a year. Did it have a year? It was with a little bunch of stuff that I got at a thrift store, and it was one of the things that it was with said 1977. So I think this might be from that same year. I'm not sure. There's a slight bit, there's some numbers right here I can't really see. Maybe whoever gets this can look at that a little closer, but this is the original look of it. I didn't add any distressing here or, you know, ink or anything. This is how it came to me. So this is how it's coming to you, just like original natural aged there. So I thought that was cool. Little fun paper. And then here's the rickrack in this one. Keep flipping here. You can see pretty much self-explanatory. And here's another piece of something. Let's see what I have put in here. Oh, this is from the electrical company again. Southern Electric quotation sheet. It has some writing there from the contractor, it looks like. But really cool and original, you know, a copy of the original. So it's the colors that the original was. So pretty cool there. And then it was coffee dyed also. So love that. And that's the end of the second signature, third signature here. And then here is a side tuck with decorated with little flowers, a tag with some eyelash trim there. I was trying not to make this so bulky that it wouldn't close nice, so I put as much ephemera in here as I could. Another piece here, this is a receipt that I believe I got this one. I got a copy or the original from Aaliyah DePina. She has a YouTube channel and a Etsy, and she sent me Happy Mail. So yeah, this was from her. I liked it so much that I made a copy and made some copies so I could use them because those were so cool. This pocket is decorated with some little flowers too. As I said, throughout I used those in all the pockets and things. Here's a flip up, flip down in this signature. And some more of that pretty atlas paper. And that lined paper that I like. The rickrack in this one, in this signature. A flip up here. And there, it's got flowers on it. And this is a little, let's see what this is. Oh, this is a copy of my, I have a telegram that was from my grandparents to my parents. It's the only telegram I've ever, you know, seen in person. And so it's from my grandparents and to my parents, so I'm not going to give that up. So I made, this is a copy of the envelope, but I think I have a copy of the telegram in here too. And it's coffee dyed, so I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, how is it folded? There we go. No, not like that. Like this. Maybe. Yep, there we go. It's a puzzle. Okay, that's in there. And then we'll just keep flipping. Here's the middle of the last signature, the third signature. A little side pocket flip up here with a little journaling piece or decorative piece there. And so you can see this is just a fun journal that has lots of room to write in or do whatever you want just in a small space, right? Here is the telegram. This is when my parents were getting married and my grandparents said, we're on our way. The text message is from 1958. This is how they text messaged in 1958. They sent telegrams, so pretty cool. Little piece of history there again in this pocket. And then we've got some little flowers decorating. And here at the back here, another little pocket. And here I have a little sales tag. I make these myself. A little bingo is paper, but you can use it to decorate or whatever. Put it on cardstock if you want, to make it stronger. A little tag here with this is napkin on the front with a little, it's very vintage looking, but it's napkin. It's a little lady golfer there with her long skirt. Can you imagine golfing in a long skirt like that? A little tiny journaling card there. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I was going to come back and do more on camera, but I just, like I said, I got going, and really all I did was add pages, sew them in, add pockets, and, you know, do a little sewing here and there, and add ephemera. So, you know, nothing, you know, complicated as far as anything you haven't seen before. So, you know, I'll be back with tomorrow. This is Monday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday, and I'll be back tomorrow with a real Thrifty Tuesday video, because I actually went, you know, thrifting over the weekend and got some fun, unique goodies. So I can't wait to share those with you. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching today, and happy crafting.